Good morning, Wetumpka, and thank you for joining us here at WHTV. I'm Kristen Whitlow.
And I'm Mabry Calloway. Sophomore class shirts are available for purchase. Order will be taken until November 15th. Shirt costs will be starting at $12 and flyers will be on walls throughout the school. Orders can be placed at Miss Brown's room in D6.
If you're in 10th grade or higher and have a passion for service and leadership, then you should look into signing up for Key Club. Sign-ups are outside of Miss Ingram's room B5 by November 7th. Dues for Key Club are $25.
Today is National Knock Knock Joke Day, and in celebration, WHTV's Tavon Roney brings you this year's first edition of We Two Walking.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Philip.
Philip who?
Fill up my bed with Halloween candy. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Diane.
Diane who?
Diane to meet you. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Falafel.
Falafel who?
Falafel off my bike. Lost my candy. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo.
Don't cry. Halloween is just in 2 days. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Voodoo.
Voodoo who?
What do you think you are just like that?
A champion.
The robotics team is hard at work preparing for the South's Best Robotics Competition in December. And in this week's Club Spotlight, we sat down with key members to learn a little bit more about their organization.
I'm Ben Wilson, and for this Club Spotlight, we're joined by Andre Boardley from Robotics. Now tell me, what's the purpose of robotics?
The purpose of robotics, we spend the majority of the year, as it sounds, robotics, building a robot. It's not the only thing we do, but it is the meat of the class, especially the first semester.
So you say there's more than the robot. What are some of the other points in the class?
So we basically compete in robot for the first part of the year. It's about a third of the year we spend on that, doing best robotics. And then during that time, and then the next semester, we do science fair, of course, science Olympiad. There's a lot of different STEM competitions within science Olympiad, and it's a weekend, and we go up and we just compete. So yeah.
So for those that want to join the class, are they signing up for all of it, or is there like a primary focus or group they stick with?
So if you're just starting out and you're signing up for robotics, you're going to probably end up in the first year part of the class, which you will have a lot of the same opportunities to compete in some of these events depending on your experience. If you're a first year robotics student, but you're also like an upperclassman and you've had the time and experience in the same stuff that the class is on, you may see more of that competition. But if you're a freshman coming in, you're going to get to shadow and see a lot of the competition, and then maybe come that next year and do like Science Olympiad or something. Everyone is involved in Best Robotics. You sign up for robotics, you're in robotics. You're going to compete. You're going to be a part of the team. That team for Best Robotics, you're going to be in a class with everybody, but you're going to, say you're interested in the robot itself and you like engineering, you're going to maybe work with the engineering team. If you're first year, maybe shadow the engineering team, figure out how everything works. But it's not just robots. So we've got a technology division, we've got an engineering division, we've got a marketing division, because Best Robotics is more than just about robot. You build the robot, but you have to market it. That includes a marketing presenting team, a web page, so we have web designers. There is a programming team, because somebody has to program the robot. There's many different aspects. If you sign up for the class, you're going to be involved in some way in the robot, but there's a lot of different specialized areas where you can, if you have an interest, we've got something that probably goes into one of our competitions.
And that sounds like a lot. So how many people are in the class right now?
This year we have 63, and that's actually kind of a slow year for us. I think last year we had upwards of 80-something members. So, and it fluctuates between that 60 and 80, average probably 70 every year in those two periods. So we have a lot of involvement in the school, which is great.
And so for the people that might want to sign up for it, how do they approach getting into robotics?
So we have an application process towards the end of the year where they'll announce it for a couple weeks, and you'll stop by Dr. Velarde's room, D Hall, and you'll just pick up an application sheet, and it's not really in depth. It's basic information, your other involvement within the school, and fill that out, turn that in. There will be an interview at some point, either before the school year or before that school year ends or before the next school year. So.
And for those that are interested, what would you say to them?
I'd say it's a great time. It's a very fun class. If you are willing to put in the time, if you're willing to work, you're gonna have fun because it doesn't feel like work. This is not a class where you're working on paper the entire class period like every other class period you have. You're going to be hands-on with something. It may not be you're building the robot. That may not be your interest. You may like talking to people. You may like presenting. You can be a team exhibit presenter or marketing. I mean, we've got stuff for you if you have an interest.
Thank you, Andre. And back to you guys.
Riley Brown is out and about with Gigi Ratliff, who is this week's Senior of the Week.
Hi, I'm Riley Brown and I'm here with the Senior of the Week. The Senior of the Week this week is Gigi Ratliff. What was your favorite memory at Wetumpka High School?
My favorite memory at Wetumpka High School, I'd say, is District Trumpbauer my junior year because me and my friend Gracie both got excellence on our pieces.
What clubs did you do when you were in high school?
In 9th grade, I played tenor saxophone in the marching band, and since then, I've done 3 years of choir and actually wish that I still stayed in it this year to experience it with Mr. Vaughter because he's really funny. And I've done musical theater since 10th grade.
What are you planning on doing after high school?
After high school, I would like to attend the University of Alabama and study theater and possibly something little like mortician.
Thank you, Riley. This weekend in the world of college football, the number 2 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide will take on the top ranked LSU Tigers at Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. That game will take place at 2:30 on CBS. The Auburn Tigers are looking forward to a favorable matchup against the Ole Miss Rebels Saturday evening at 6 o'clock on ESPN.
This past week was a busy one with all of the homecoming festivities. We had the homecoming parade on Thursday, visiting all of the Wetumpka City schools, including the Board of Education building and ECAP. Several floats were on display along with the band and JRTC. On Friday afternoon, we celebrated with an extended pep rally with the special festivities, and for the first time this year, the sophomore class took home the Spirit Stick.
Friday night, our Wetumpka Indians put up a good fight but ultimately lost to the undefeated Muscle Shoals Trojans with a score of 36-12. The Indians kept it close early on, going into halftime only down by a touchdown. In the second half, the Trojans pulled away, scoring 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to put the game away. Now the Indians are looking forward to the state playoffs where they take on Bessemer in the first round. Good luck, guys.
This year's volleyball season has officially come to a close. This season, Wetumpka's volleyball team went undefeated in the regular season area play. We went on to sweep Stanhope 3-0 in the area tournament, guaranteeing them a spot in the Super Regional tournament. They moved on to the Super Regionals as the number 1 seed, opening with Lanier High School, who we defeated 3-0. In the next round, they fell 1 win short to Northridge out of Tuscaloosa, failing to make it to the state tournament. Congratulations to a great season, girls. That's going to do it for this week's episode of WHTV. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kristen Whitlow.
And I'm Avery Calloway. And from everyone here at WHTV, have a great day.